Hello Linda, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the ultimate guide to the no makeup look. The difference that you see is very subtle but very noticeable. No makeup look is very notoriously known to be the most complicated makeup look in the makeup industry, but trust me, I got you. I have simplified this makeup look for you guys by keeping this tutorial really short and simple and using very few products. So if you guys want to see how to achieve this makeup look, then please continue watching. So this is the setup that I'm going to be working with today. I know the lighting of this video is a little bit off because abhi बारिश हो रही है. I don't know what's been happening with Delhi weather. पिछले 2 दिन से मौसम काफी अच्छा हो रहा है. I'm not complaining. So the sun has been in and out and the lighting situation is not that great. I'm solely relying on my professional ring light and the lighting that I have in this room to film this video. So the very first thing what I like to do is just to prep my face. I do not have anything on my face except my moisturizer, a little bit of facial oil and a little bit of sunscreen, which is like mandatory since it's the daytime. Now I'm going to be applying a lip balm to prep my lips because of lately my lips has been feeling very dry, and the one that I've been obsessing over recently is this one by Laneige. It is their lip glowy balm in the berry variant. I absolutely love this lip balm. So when it comes to no makeup look, I feel like less is more. A lot of times आपने काफी videos में देखा होगा for no makeup look लोग काफी ज़्यादा makeup करते हैं, and that defeats the whole purpose. You know, I've been playing a lot with my camera settings just so you guys are able to see the natural texture on my face. So I hope you guys are liking that. For primer, I'm going to be using this one by ELF. It is their Poreless Putty Primer. I've already hit pan on this one. So I'm focusing this mainly on the centers of my face and a little bit on my cheek area. Another thing that I've been liking to do with my primers is just take a little bit on my ring finger and apply it a little bit on my under eyes as well, because I definitely will be using concealer. Especially when I'm using concealers na, it just makes sure that my concealer glides on really well and blends really well. A little bit is more than enough. Although मैंने eye cream लगाया था, but I just have been really enjoying doing this additional step. For brows, when it comes to a natural no makeup look, I like to keep my brows very natural as possible. So one thing that I've been doing lately with my eyebrows is take a little bit of powder and just run it across your eyebrows. Now the reason why I'm doing it is because a lot of times when you're applying your moisturizer, your sunscreen or face पे कुछ भी चीजें लगाते हो ना, somehow it always ends up in your eyebrows and it leaves that residue on your eyebrows, so it's not gonna stick well and it's not gonna stay as long as it's supposed to. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using this product by NYX. It is their Thick It Stick It Eyebrow Mascara. The reason why I'm using a tinted mascara is because it's not only going to keep my eyebrow hairs in place, but it will also give my eyebrows a little bit of tint. And since you guys can already see, I'm not really that blessed in eyebrow department. So if you're someone who wants to look all put together but don't really want to apply makeup, I would suggest you do your eyebrows really well, because your eyebrow basically it frames your face. I like to go against my eyebrow hairs. I know it looks very weird, and then set it nicely in place. The reason why I'm going against my eyebrow hairs is because it's gonna deposit product onto my eyebrows, which is what I want. I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell the difference, but look at this side and look at this side. This side of my face already looks a lot more lifted and a lot more awake as compared to this side. And the only thing that I've done is doing my eyebrows. So that's what I say. Eyebrows are really, really, really important. If you are blessed in eyebrows department, you just need to use a little bit of eyebrow gel and that's about it. But since I'm not, you guys can see I have few sparse areas in my eyebrows, although I used a tinted eyebrow gel. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna be using an eyebrow pencil and just very lightly filling in those sparse areas. Okay, there you go, that's it. I like to apply a very thin layer of skin tint, and I'm going to be using this one by Maybelline today. It is their fresh tint in the shade 05. So I'm not going to be using a lot, as you guys can see. मैं काफी कम use कर रही हूँ, because the more product you use on your face, the more heavy your face is going to look and the more unnatural it's going to look, which sort of defeats the purpose of natural no makeup look. So I'm going to be rubbing that product in between my fingers, and I'm not being fancy about it. I'm just going to be using my fingers to apply the product all over my face. अगर आप चाहते हो तो थोड़ा और use कर सकते हो because I feel like I need a little bit more. थोड़ा सा use करूँगी. Always start with a little bit product at a time because अगर आप ज़्यादा product use करोगे then it's gonna be very difficult for you to get rid of the excess one, but the slowly you build, the more control you get. So yeah, keep that in mind. I actually have been really enjoying this skin tint. Okay, there you go, there it is. Sticking to my base, I'm gonna now move on to my concealer, and for that I'm gonna be using this one by NYX. It is their Bare With Me Concealer Serum. So I absolutely love the packaging on this one. I've been really loving this concealer, you guys. I'm sure अगर आपने मेरे last to last month वाला favorite देखा होगा, I did mention this concealer in that video, and ever since then it's the only concealer that I've been using non-stop. Concealer भी मैं काफी कम use कर रही हूँ, if you guys can see. बहुत ही कम concealer है ये, and this is the amount of concealer that I'm going to be using literally everywhere. The main areas that I'm going to be focusing this concealer on is my under eyes, a little bit around my nose, around the corner of my mouth, and a little bit center में. Concealer लगाने के बाद I immediately like to blend it out because there's this trick floating around on the internet wherein you let your concealer sit on your skin for like 30 to 40 seconds. You get more coverage out of it. Natural makeup look के लिए मुझे उतनी coverage की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So that's why I'm blending it as soon as I'm done applying it. Usually when I'm blending the concealer on my under eyes, whatever concealer is left on the brush, I like to apply it on my eyelid. But for this makeup look, I'm not going to be doing that because हमारे Asian skin tone में क्या होता है कि our eyelids are naturally tinted. We do have a certain discoloration on our eyelids. So I'm not trying to conceal that because what that is going to do is it's going to act like as a natural eyeshadow. The next step, and probably the most important step, is to bring some color back to your face, and for that I'm going to be using this tint by My Glam. It is their Tinted Up Lip and Cheek Stain. It's a water-based skin tint. Lip and cheek tint, not skin tint, sorry. Can you see how lightweight it is? Like, it's literally like water. It also leaves a little bit of stain behind. So I like to work in sections with this one because it is a stain after all. So as soon as I'm done applying it, I like to blend it. Can you see how natural it looks like? So I'm gonna go in with another layer because it's very lightweight. Okay? If I feel the need that I have to build it up, then I go in with second layer as well. So another tip for you guys when applying your blush is that rather than focusing it on the apple of your cheek, just focus it slightly towards your temples, you know. So that will give you that elongated look and it will make your face look a little bit lifted. So brush पे जो भी बचा हुआ है product, I'm going to be applying it on my chin, not a lot, a little bit. And now another step that I like to do is apply a little bit of tint on the bridge of my nose. Now, do not go ham with this step, okay? Be very light-handed. So usually I just go in with one layer. And the reason why I like using such lip and cheek stains is because काफी natural लगता है skin पे. You know, I'm gonna come in a little bit close. You guys can see I've applied the blush. You can definitely see that it's given a little bit of color to my face, but it does not look fake. It still looks like my skin. Okay, the next step is probably the most important step, especially if you are someone who lives in a city which gets really hot and humid, and if you are someone who is from the oily skin type, is to set your makeup in place. Now use whatever powder that you have. The one that I'm going to be using today is this one by Rimmel. It's their Stay Matte powder. Go with very light hand, okay? And only apply the powder on the areas which needs powder, okay? Do not apply it everywhere. So I like to take a little bit on my powder puff, distribute the product nicely on the back of my hand, and then जो भी product बचा है on the puff, I'm going to be using that to set my concealer in place. I'm also going to be focusing this powder around my nose because that's the area which tends to get very oily for me. I'm not going to be applying any powder on the rest of my face. Your skin does not look matte naturally unless you're using products to mattify your skin. The next step what I like to do is take a brown eyeliner. This one is by Essence. So with this brown eyeliner, what I like to do is I like to tight line. I do not draw a wing or anything of those sorts. I just like to tight line my lash line. Doing this step is gonna give your eyelash that fuller looking illusion. I don't know if you guys can tell already, but look at this side. Like ye wala eyelash looks a lot more fuller, plus it also acts like an invisible liner kind of look, which is great. Okay, next up I'm going to be using an eyelash curler and curling my lashes. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be applying a very light coat of mascara. I usually prefer using a brown mascara, but right now I do not have any brown mascara on me. So I'm going to be using my eyebrow gel, which is this one by Root Cosmetics. So I'm going to lightly coat my eyelashes with this brown mascara. Brown mascaras tend to look a lot more natural as compared to a black mascara, which can make your eyelashes look a little bit harsh. Also, I do not like applying any mascara on my bottom eyelashes. I mean, that's just me. I just don't like it because more often than not, it often tends to smudge on me. So I like avoiding mascara on my lower lash line. Last but not the least, for my lips, I'm going to be using the same lip and cheek tint. Now, since it is also meant for your lips, you can use it on your lips. Again, I'm applying a very light coat of this one. Okay, so there you go guys, that is the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I know it was a very simple one, but I think this makeup tutorial is going to be helpful for a lot of you girls out there, girls and guys out there, because on a daily basis we do not tend to apply so much makeup on our face. So in case if you guys end up recreating this makeup look, then make sure to tag me on my Instagram. All the products that I used in today's video will be mentioned down in my description box below, in case if you guys want to check it out. And in case if you guys have made it till the end of this video, then thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting my channel. Make sure to subscribe to my channel in case if you haven't already. With that, you guys, I'm going to take a leave and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, Linda.